You know that I really believe in the value of high protein eating for fat loss, because protein keeps you feeling fuller for longer. It prevents those blood sugar spikes and dips, and it has the highest thermic effect of all the macros. So it's really important to start getting in your protein from the morning, which means breakfast. You must get your protein in at breakfast time. So today I have a high protein breakfast custard pudding that I want to share with you. It's my own recipe. It's delicious and it satisfies that protein boost that you need for the morning. Today I want to show you how I make my breakfast high protein custard. I call it custard because it's egg, and we use some cinnamon, and then I use sweetener as well. And it's high protein. There are no carbs in this particular breakfast pudding, but you could do it with oats in it. Why not? So the ingredients are a splash of milk. I'm going to use 2 whole eggs, cinnamon. You can use sweetener of your choice. I just use a non-aspartame sweetener. And then 1 sachet, there's 10 grams of gelatin per sachet. So 1 sachet of gelatin, and then we heat it all over the stove. So I'm going to start off by putting my gelatin into a pot. And I just make up these weird recipes because sometimes for breakfast it gets boring and I need a change. And I like something sweet for breakfast as opposed to savory. So just a little bit of milk to, act as a carrier for all the ingredients. And I just measure out a splash. So I would say it's about 100 mils of milk if you want to be precise. 2 sweeteners go into there. Cinnamon, because it's just lovely. And then the protein, the eggs. Hope we don't get shell in. 1 egg. And the other one. Yes, I'm not very good at cracking eggs, but shell. Okay, there we go. And that egg goes in. So now we've got the protein from the eggs. There's also the fat from the egg yolks. There's the gelatin, which acts kind of like, collagen. So gelatin and collagen are the same thing. Gelatin is just, I think, slightly bigger molecule, if I'm not mistaken. And I think collagen is an overpriced supplement anyway and doesn't do much. So I just put the gelatin in so that it helps it hold its shape when you put this in the fridge. So now you're going to whisk all the ingredients together. We are in an Airbnb and there's no whisk, so I'm just using a fork. You're just going to whisk them all together like that. Make sure that the eggs are nicely mixed in. It gives it that smooth custard consistency. And then you heat it slowly and gently so that it thickens. Now again, ideally a whisk would be the right thing. But anyway, we make do with what we have. And then you just keep whisking as it heats up gently. The idea is to try and not let the eggs cook to lumps, otherwise you've got scrambled egg. So the idea is to do a very slow, gentle heat, which is basically like custard. But I add the gelatin so that it sets very nicely in the fridge. It takes about a minute or 2. So you want the egg to just be cooked. You don't want them, like I say, you want it to be scrambled egg. But I mean, even if you did scramble the egg, it's not a problem. It still tastes good. But if you really want to bring out the flavor of your sweetener, and you can use any sweetener you like, I'm just hypoglycemic, so I avoid sugar. You add a pinch of salt, and that always brings out the sweetness. So here you see the egg is starting to thicken. If you look there, so I'm removing it from the heat now to try and not get scrambled egg. And then you just keep stirring, a little bit of a mini workout for your arm. And there it's thickening up nicely. Keep going a bit longer. And then that's basically it. You can see as it starts to thicken. Now I want to turn the heat off so that we don't overcook the eggs. There, it's kind of a bit scrambled. And then you use a clean bowl. You're going to put this into a bowl. Your egg, gelatin, and milk mixture. Put all that into a bowl. And then what you're going to do is take this pudding and you let it sit in the fridge for an hour or two or overnight. And in the morning, you've got high protein gelatine custard pudding as a snack or for breakfast. And there you go. That's it. Easy peasy.